Hi, I'm Anya Singleton, and this is how to find your vocal range. That's a tricky question because I think a lot of times when you're first starting out as a singer, let's say you do something well and people see that you do that well and they kind of pigeonhole you in that box. I'll use myself as an example. When I first started singing, because I had a lot of low notes and I could do these low Fs and these low Gs, I was told I was an alto. But I'm actually not. As I got older and got into more projects and started working as a session singer and writing my own material, I learned, no, I actually have a whole upper range that I never kind of used. And I think what you have to do is always work on expanding yourself. So you've been told you're a bass baritone, which most guys are. But then you realize when you're singing along with the radio or you really have an artist you like that has kind of an upper range that you can hit those notes. So I think what you want to do is practice what kind of songs, pick songs that you like and practice working on those songs. And if you're really feeling like, wow, you know, I used to only hit these sort of low notes, but I really feel comfortable here in the middle. Maybe your range is different than what you thought it was. So I think always push yourself, expand yourself, try different things. A lot of not knowing what your range is, I think, has to do with fear. I can't hit those high notes. I'm not going to be able to do it. And you might surprise yourself. So really, I think, warm up. Don't let yourself get frustrated about it. If you can't do it right now, it doesn't mean you won't ever be able to do it. It just means maybe you need to grow into it. But the four major ranges we usually talk about are bass for guys. Bass is a low voice, tenor is the higher voice. For women, alto is a low voice, soprano is the higher voice. And within those, there are echelons. So you'd have a deep bass voice, then you'd have a bass baritone, which is the higher range, etc. For women, you have, a soprano, a high soprano, and a soprano 2. They're often called the lower range of the soprano. And it's not only about the range that you have note-wise, but how your voice sounds. Is it very light and flute-like? You're a different kind of soprano than if it's a little heavier and weightier. So there's a few different ways to figure it out, but basically at the end of the day, finding your vocal range has to do a lot with where do you feel comfortable singing. And so that is where you want to start. And can you work past that? Sure. But start there, and that'll be the easiest way to find out your vocal range.